Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to Decoding Your Superpowers. Linda, welcome, welcome, welcome.
good to be together.
Yeah, I'm Teresa Lysam, and this is my friend and partner.
Linda Karshner.
We're so glad to be back. We took a little hiatus, we'll call it,
Yeah.
from Decoding Your Superpowers as we were playing around during the summer season, which I'm still not quite done yet, but
Yeah.
it's so fun. So we took a little bit of a break, but we're going to jump back in and just give you some basics about the strengths assessment, how you can get to it, how much is it, and then a little bit how it can serve you in the
Right.
most beautiful way. We are total advocates of the strengths assessment. We feel there's so much power in knowing it about yourself, knowing your strengths, and knowing it so you could share your light with other people. Um, so, the strengths concept is all about taking this online assessment. It's about a half hour. The Gallup website does its magic
Right.
and gives you the results immediately. And it gives you a really good printout of a
Yeah.
lot of information about your top five strengths for sure, because they emphasize your top five. We prefer to look at the entire report and
Hmm.
see all 34 of them, but everybody gets a 34 report. We really look at the top 10 and we're able to tell a lot about a person and shine a light on that zone of genius, which might not be obvious to them because sometimes we're working from these innate talents and
Hmm.
abilities, and we just feel like, everybody does this, not realizing that it's
Naturally,
unique to
you.
us.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unique to
But not
us.
everybody has that unique strength, area of giftedness, so to speak.
Right, right. We all have our own infinite uniqueness. There is nobody else on the planet with your lineup of strengths in the exact same order. Like literally, the calculations show that there is nobody
And if
on
you're a
this
math
planet.
person,
Yeah, if you're a math person, you might love that, but I
yeah,
just need to know that it,
quintillion,
yeah, yeah, yeah. What was that? I don't even know. It sounded like a
right,
made up word to me,
right.
but it is impossible for you to be duplicated
Yeah.
right now, this point in time and in history. And
Hmm.
to me, just knowing that has been powerful, a powerful insight for myself.
Hmm.
But if you want to share a little bit more about the assessment, I will go ahead and show
Okay.
what it looks like on the Gallup website because
Okay.
it's nice to know a little bit of information ahead of time before you go try to take that assessment.
Right. Yeah. So this assessment was started by Don Clifton and thus the name Clifton Strengths. It used to
Mhm.
be called Strengths Finders, and a lot of people still refer to it as that. However, after Don Clifton passed away, as an honor memoriam to him, they made it Clifton Strengths. So he was dubbed the father of positive psychology
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
his whole premise was, what if instead of focusing on what's wrong about a person, we focus on what's right about them?
I love that.
Can you imagine like raising your children that way?
Mhm.
Teaching a
Wow.
class, being a manager at a company in corporate America or wherever, and they have found that these strengths are actually universal. It's not just American; it's global.
Mm.
So when you go on their website to take this assessment, there are actually now 200 questions. There used to be
Mm.
177, so they
Oh.
it up a little bit. And it's a timed uh, assessment because they want you to go with your first instinct.
Mhm.
Some of us who overthink things would sit and ponder, is it this one or is it that one? Is it maybe a little more this way, a little more that way? And oftentimes our gut instinct, our first
Yeah.
response is the one that's the most clear and the
Yeah.
most accurate. So
Yeah.
that's why they put a timer on it. It is 20 seconds. If you take longer than 20 seconds without responding, it will automatically move you to the next question. If you do a couple of them, it will ask you if you want to pause the assessment, but
Hmm.
don't do that.
I did not know that.
Just
Hmm.
take a deep breath and continue on and go ahead with your gut instinct, unless there's some sort of major crisis or something.
Mhm. Yeah, and make sure you have the time to get the
Yeah,
whole thing complete.
yeah,
Don't think that you're going to do it for 15 minutes and then pause it or
yeah.
save it and go away and come back. No, do it all in one setting,
Right. I think
as you
we've said
said,
before,
Linda.
like, don't put a
Yeah.
cake in the oven
Yeah. And
and
have
think,
to
oh, I'm
run
going to go
over
do
and
that
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, so carve out at least 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more just to be on the
Yeah.
safe side.
Yeah.
And
So
do
you
it
can
when you're
picture it,
relaxed
set
and
up and all of that. It's a little bit of time beforehand to
yeah.
set up
Yeah.
your account and all that happy stuff. So give yourself a good 45 minutes, I would say.
That's good. And you know, be in a good frame of mind. Don't come into it all stressed and
Mhm.
tired and you want
Mhm.
to be in a relaxed state
Right. And
so that you're able to share your authentic responses as you go through the assessment.
all of those caveats being said, if you, and I don't, because I don't want people to panic, if you are someone who reads slowly
Hmm.
or really has some difficulty with processing, you can get to the point where you have put in your code to redeem it. And then there will be a dialog box that shows up that says something about the support at gallup.com or something like that. So you can email Gallup and ask them to turn off the timer. So I did that with several of my clients because they would just panic,
Hmm.
have some, maybe some mental health struggles and things like that. So, but if you don't really, really need to pursue that option, don't like do it just so you can think about it. Challenge yourself.
Right. Right.
Challenge yourself to do it. If you have some sort of reading limitations or something like that, it's acceptable that you can turn off the timer. If you're going
Hmm.
to panic or if you just have that processing challenge.
That's good to know. Thank you for that. And are you seeing this okay? Because
I do.
it's
It
not
says
exactly the way I
back
want it, but
code.
I wanted to pull this up because what you're doing, you're going to their website and you're purchasing a
Yes.
code is basically what you're doing.
Mhm.
And so don't be confused by that. You're paying Gallup money
Yes.
to take the entire, well, you're taking the assessment in its entirety,
Right.
whether you purchase the five top results or all 34 results. So we really want you and encourage you to pay for the full amount, which is running about $60. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
changed as of late.
I don't think so.
Okay, $60. You're going to take the exact same assessment with the exact same amount of time, but it's going to unveil for you the entire report
Hmm.
instead of just the top five. Seeing everything is so much more rich and nuanced. We can really dig in more deeply with the full 34. So pay a little bit more, get the full report. If you pay for the five initially, you're literally in the long run, if you go back to unlock all of them, you're going to actually pay more money. So
Right.
just get a little cheaper rate at the beginning, invest in yourself,
Mhm.
and go ahead and purchase that code. Once you get that code, then you go to this site, this page, and you just copy and paste it right in there.
Right. Exactly. Because it's a pretty long, it's like one of those weird numbers, letters,
Yeah.
uppercase, lowercase, copy and paste it. That way you don't mess it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll just walk you through. So you can purchase the code anytime
Right.
and do it again like on the weekend or when you plan your time to take it. So
Mhm.
purchase it whenever, but plan your actual assessment time, like Linda said, 45 minutes, you're calm and you're peaceful,
Right.
and take it then. And then just copy and paste it. They'll send you an email. You'll just copy and paste it and drop it in. So yeah, it takes a little bit of planning, but you're again investing your time and your money in yourself so that
Right.
you can learn more about yourself. And then, of course, we're going to want you to send the report over to us so we can dig into it because we love that. It's amazing what a third person can reveal to you about your strengths that you use, but you just don't realize you're using them. So
And
it's,
the report that they send you is so robust.
oh, yes,
It
yes.
is just chock full of information. But I know when I initially took it, and I initially took the just the five, unlocked just the five. Um, I had the book that I bought,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2.0, StrengthsFinders 2.0.
Yes, yes,
I read
yes.
the book, I read my report, but I didn't know how to interpret it. I didn't know
Exactly.
how to apply it.
Exactly.
And I didn't understand that, like, those first five, my top five strengths, like, the information they gave me was personalized for me according
Mm-hmm.
to all my strengths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Just having someone who can help you unpack all that
yes.
goodness is very valuable.
That's a good word to use, unpack it, because
Mhm.
it can be overwhelming. You're like looking
Yeah,
at all these pages, page
right.
after page after page of information,
Yeah.
and it's just nice to have somebody else who can interpret it in a simpler way. And
Mhm.
if you want to go back later and look at it all, hey, go for it. But you'll have a clearer understanding of what you're reading once you have that initial, you know, help from somebody else who can
Right.
really dig into it. And then we know even beyond the superficial, like we know more of the nuances and the
Right.
depth and the layering of that information. So you can really go as deep as you so desire into
Mhm.
that report. And I don't know about you, Linda, but every person I've coached or talked with and reviewed their report, their results, it's like spot on. It is
Yeah,
spot on every single
right.
time.
Yeah.
It's like you're
People
reading a person's mind.
people have said that to me.
Yeah.
They're like, Are you in my brain?" I'm like, "I am not." That's your brain saying who you truly are.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now, I know when I first heard our mentor, Eddie Villa, tell me, look at my report and tell me about myself, I was just like kind of in shock because
Uh-huh.
I had not heard myself talked about in such a positive,
Right.
powerful way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was in groups where other people he did the same thing to, and he would look at their report and just tell them little, about themselves in a really enhancing way. And people get really emotional
Yeah.
because it's so affirming to them.
Feel seen.
Yes, exactly. And even if you don't, like, I didn't truly believe it at first.
Right.
Like, who's he talking about? Like, that's me. Like, because I had such a poor quality view of myself,
Hmm.
it was so uplifting and empowering to hear me described from a third party, third person who is objective.
Right.
Tell it was just, and of course, I want to share that experience with other people because
Hmm.
it makes you just feel so good. Like you said, so seen, so visible, so
Hmm.
valuable as a person. And then you take that feeling and use it, in other areas of your life. And it's just,
Absolutely.
It's just an amazing feeling. And that's why we do what we do here. We want to share that and give that gift to other people.
Right. And I think that Eddie is getting ready to start another coaching certification here coming up in September. So if you
Yep.
have an interest in that, just get a hold of one of us. We can put you in touch with
Yes.
Eddie,
Yeah.
because both of us are certified coaches with Eddie
hmm
Villa. And
Yes.
that experience was really like one of the highlights of my
hmm
educational career, self-awareness,
Yep. Yep.
all of that. And I think it's very beneficial.
Oh, for sure. I think a lot of people go into it for their own personal
Right.
benefit. But
Hmm.
once you see how powerful and beneficial it is, you just want to share it with other people.
Right.
That's what happened for me. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I got to get this information out
Yeah.
and share the power of this knowledge.
Hmm.
And like you said, it's focused on our strengths, our superpowers, everything that's good about us, which is
Right.
almost contradictory to what society
Right.
has entrained in us.
Right.
Public
Yeah.
school system
Right.
and just I mean nobody's doing it with ill intent.
No,
It's
it's just
just
how
where
we
we seem to
have,
have gone.
right. It's I guess human nature. Like we focus on the negative. If you just improve your weaknesses, you'll become well-rounded.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they kind of use a little graphic to explain how a star, to me, like it's sparkly, it's shiny, it has such value. And those 5 points of the star are like your top five strengths. But if you
hmm
start focusing on trying to improve the bottom strengths, you're just like becoming sort of dull and round and lumpy instead of
hmm
sparkly and sharp. And so,
Yeah.
it makes sense, you
Yeah,
know?
you become mediocre, which is
Right.
what a lot of well-intended people and organizations try to do. They want you to be well-rounded. But
Yeah.
do we want to be well-rounded and so similar to everybody else that it's very homogenized? Whereas, like you said, if we really sharpen and shine our bright light and our star and our points and everything that's good about us,
Mm.
just imagine where that would take us as a person and where that would take us as a society.
Right. Yeah. We want teams to be well-rounded. We want groups. We want,
Good point.
your department in your company to be well-rounded. And that means that you have all these bright, shiny stars
hmm
who are sparkling in their own way, but as a team, you complement each other.
I was just going to say the word compliment. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're well-rounded as a team because everybody's using their strengths and their superpowers in the way they know they can. And
Right.
you're just because I don't have what you have, although we have very similar strengths.
We do. We do.
But yet, if we're combining forces, then where I'm not as sharp, you could be sharper. And yeah, and so it's just like you're working in this beautiful tandem way where
Hmm.
everybody is uplifting and working together. Ooh, it just gives me chills
I
to
know. Yeah.
picture how that would play out
Right.
for
It's
a
like a
group or an
tapestry,
organization.
there's like just all these individual colors. And when you look real close, you can kind of see the threads. But when you step back, it's this
hmm
beautiful picture
Mm.
that's a work of art.
Yeah, we're talking about teams and groups, but a family, a
Family.
family
Oh,
unit,
yeah.
knowing their strengths
Right.
and each other's strengths and being able to appreciate and respect somebody else's strength and or set of strengths, and it gives you a new appreciation, a new understanding, and a new way of showing acceptance and grace for the other people
Yeah.
because
So much fun when I hear my two oldest sons, and the ones married and the ones engaged, when I hear them with their significant others talking about their strengths, each
Mm,
other's strengths. Like it
mm.
warms my heart, but it
Oh.
gives them a language
Mm-hmm.
to understand each other better.
Right, a common language.
Mhm.
And it's just clarity and understanding and helps us communicate in a better way, which
Right,
again strengthens those relationships, no matter what type of relationship you're in
right,
with
right.
however many other people, but just
Even
knowing and
friendship,
understanding.
it's valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Any connection that you have,
Mhm.
understanding another person's strength is just so special and so meaningful.
We're taking my mother-in-law on vacation with us in a couple months, and so we're going to have her take the assessment while we're
Oh,
all together.
ooh.
So maybe this will explain why she and I butt heads.
It could be. That would be interesting. Yeah, you'll have to keep us updated on
Yeah, it
that.
will be very interesting. I'm excited.
But I know you and me have both heard stories of people. I mean, one that was so impactful, our mentor's wife, and I hope I'm not skewing the story too much. Hopefully, I'm pretty much on point. So correct me if you know otherwise. The mom and the daughter, one of the daughters, always seemed to be butting heads and have some friction. And mom was trying to force the daughter into doing, being a certain way, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then after the daughter took her strength assessment, mom got a clearer picture of, oh, wow, I've been trying to force her into doing something or being a way that she is not.
yeah.
And that's why there was this discomfort and,
Mhm.
problem in the relationship. And once the mom understood that, it cleared up so many things. She actually ended up apologizing to the daughter for trying to force her
Right.
to be the way
Like
mom
her.
wanted her to be. Like, how powerful is that?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I just love that story. It just shows the power of understanding
Mhm.
another person's strengths.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, wow. Well, why don't we end on that note, Linda?
Yeah, we're out of time again.
Yeah, we're keeping it short today. We will be coming back with some interesting stuff.
Mhm.
So make sure you watch for it. I know we had some problems going live today, but if you have your assessment or you are wanting to take the assessment, you have any questions, please reach out to either of us, leave a comment.
Mhm.
Or once you do get your results back, you're more than welcome to send us a photo. You can actually send it to us inside the Gallup website. But we would love to bring you on live with us
Mhm.
and just go through your, just kind of superficially go through your report, give you some information,
Right.
and just make our day and
Yeah,
make your day too.
yeah, absolutely. We
So
love telling people how wonderful they are.
oh, we certainly do. Oh, yeah. Love, love, love that. All right, my friend. Thank you, Linda, so much. I
Yeah,
look
thank
forward to
you.
our
It was
next
fun. Me
next
too.
episode together. Thank you everybody for listening in, and we
We'll
will
see.
see you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.